Guys, we're here at what is this place called? Taco number one? Taco number one. We will not after the critters we've seen. The food wasn't that bad though. And the drink was good, but like, hey, scarred. Yeah, we're here with Denisha.
Hello.
Yes, and my
Yes. You know. Yeah.
So we have another redacted in the chat. Sorry, there's a lot of those. Unfortunately, as you grow up, like you're gonna fall out with bitches. Like it's just sad fact.
Who told you about my Instagram? You said somebody told you that we.
Oh yeah, somebody said they wanted to try to talk to her.
Oh.
I think it is.
It might be.
Hold on.
I'm gonna show you the picture.
Oh God.
I'm gonna show you this.
Wait. Where would I know him from?
From high school?
We would only hang out in company, of course, because you didn't know him like that.
It's who I think it is.
It probably
Tertiary. Oh wait, now I know who it is. Hold on a second.
Don't laugh, because he don't know.
Okay, we're not gonna say who it is, unfortunately, y'all. I'm sorry, but like, cause you never know. Like, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. This has been an issue since 2020. Do y'all remember that?
I walked the whole page, yeah.
Or 2019? Ooh.
Me too. Like it accidentally went to the homepage.
Oh, I thought you said you blocked. I was about to say, damn. But yeah, since 2019, yeah, because I do remember a cookout session where a certain someone who will not be named to protect her identity was in very much a perturbed mood after another redacted was like, he's not redacted, but like we're not gonna say his name.
Yeah.
But okay, we need another word. Yeah, after he expressed interest, and she was like, "Bitch, don't. I'll fight you right here." And she was serious, so I was scared. Right. But yeah, no, like, so shout out to Denisha. She's in a relationship. Like, give her a tens in the chat. But yes, so we're currently talking about how all two of the people that I remember her being associated with in high school are now redacted for her. So let's discuss. Like, what do you think was the true breakdown? Right.
No, I definitely don't think I was a problem. I went out of my way. Oh, should I take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I went out of my way a lot of the times, and it just wasn't reciprocated, and it kind of sucks. Now, the first falling out, like I said, that could be like recovered. Like I feel like we can come back from that. I feel like it was really petty, and I'm grown enough to admit that. Right. But this situation, no. The fact that you hit me up on Thanksgiving morning at 8:25 a.m. to say, I think we should take a break in our friendship. Bitch, this is not a relationship. What do you mean? So, right. For you to say that and you don't even know the whole story is crazy. Exactly. And I'm like, you could have texted me any other day. That's the only thing that really like irritated me. So
You were sitting on that.
yeah, and so on all socials like TikTok, Twitter. I was not playing TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, the number. Yeah, like please do not play with me. I know, like y'all don't understand. I moved my birthday trip back. I went to Vegas last year for my birthday.
I'm already on your side. I already won, but I've been real.
Yeah, because you moved your trip, and she's okay. Yeah.
Let the church say amen. Because yeah, I moved my trip because she was she crossed, and
Don't say.
huh? You know the elephant bitches. You know the current
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But yeah. So to support her because it was the day after, so I went and I moved my whole trip back. I had already had it planned, mind you. No, she came, but Airbnb was paid for, so all you had to do was pay a flight to get out there. So I moved it back, and the whole trip, it just seemed like I had to beg you to be happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? It just was like a whole energy change once she came. And it was like, damn, like I paid for the Airbnb, like I ain't asked you for nothing. I just wanted you to come fly. I came and supported you. It was a week after, so why are you so, tired? But Yeah, and then like I said, she just always was so busy. But then you went to New Orleans for a few days on a trip with your friends, which is perfectly fine. I don't care that you went on the trip. It's just the fact that you couldn't make time for me, and I'm quote unquote your best friend. Right. And then you also said that yeah, she was like she also said that I'm not even going to that. But
Wait, no, you got to.
she told me she tried to make up and say like I went through her journal and that's why we're not cool. First of all, bitch, is this high school? And second of all, when did I have time to go through your journal?
Bitch, was your journal in access to me?
But yeah, I haven't seen her in like such a long time, so it was just like, when did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And then the last time I went over there, I wasn't in your stuff. And then the whole last semester of us living together, I stayed in a different apartment because my side flooded. So it was like, when did I really have time? You locked your doors when you left. So what was I doing? Breaking in your, you know what I'm saying? It was like you were just trying to find something to justify. But but it was just weird. And she told me that she didn't want to talk about her life. But I'm like, well, we're friends. Like, I would think that you would feel comfortable talking. Like, what are we going to talk about then? For real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like we got to be sad all the time and talk about sad stuff, but like we're friends. Like, I would think you feel comfortable talking to me about your life, but apparently you don't. And then it's like, I don't know. You bring it up, but then you don't want me to talk about it. So what am I to say about it? It was an ongoing thing. Like before Jiho, so Jiho was
last year.
So I would say like October, a little bit before, maybe late September up until November. And yeah, it sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Wish you the best, Bookie. Mwah, no bar. On my side.
Listen, it's come time. We're grown now, so everything is a choice. Actual, what I'm saying, you making the actual choice to do things, so people will hold you accountable for that. But that shit still sucks though. Like, how do you feel?
Thank you. I really don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It did hurt. Right. I never wish that.
No, literally. But we're like siblings.
Yeah.
We're trying to understand each other.
Right.
So that means we actually put in an effort.
Right.
So it's like, that's a difference.
So, like, okay. So, and the crazy thing is, wait, let me rewind. She bought up the journal thing after, right? But the last time I've been to her house was, like I said, a while ago. So I finally got her to come out to lunch with me. Why didn't you? No, it felt like I was begging, and I'm like, I'm not no begging ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think you are? So, and then like I said, why didn't you bring it up then? If I went through your stuff, why didn't you say it then to my face?
Yes.
Dun dun. But but yeah, it was just like, I don't know. I definitely cried like going through it. I was definitely hurt. But I was over it. Thanksgiving, I was with family, and then the next day. Well, actually, it didn't. It did early on in the day. Yeah, it really.
Yeah. Family and shit.
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck?
But later, I was so busy. Yeah, for Thanksgiving and like that whole like weekend, I went to like see my boyfriend's family, so it was fun with them. Like my mind was off of it because of them. But sometimes you do be like, dang, like. I wish I could send this to you. Like, yeah, like, dang, I would send this to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would be stuff like that. But it is what it is. I think, like, I don't know. I think she just had a place in life, and it's just kind of like uncertainty. And I don't know. I feel like she's just going through it. But we're praying for you, Bookie.
Yeah, hey, all we can do, bitch. All we can do. Listen, guys, if you're out there and you feel like one of your friends is not doing you right, let them know. Don't let that shit harbor.
Yes, we did have a conversation, like, but when I addressed my grievances, it was always excuse. And it's like, if I can take accountability for what I did, why can't you? You know?
No, for real.
And it's just like, I can just remember countless times, like, I drove down to Durham. When we were in school, I drove down for her art show. Mind you, once I got there, the shit was canceled.
Yeah. Dan, so should I unfollow her art page?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. In solidarity.
I mean, messy.
We gotta pick sides and shit. Sorry.
Nah, but yeah, it was just, no, because half of them followers are my friends, Bookie.
Exactly.
Half of them followers, but
All right, we're gonna clock it. Let's clock it.
It really was hurtful, but you know what? It really is what it is. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. I do miss it. But I feel like, everything happens for a reason. So, she was there for that season, and I appreciate it, all the memories. So
that's all you can do,
He definitely told me, like, we went back and forth. It was just like, I don't care. And not necessarily.
It got to that point at the end, yeah. So. Listen, bitches, like, it's all about effort at the end of the day. What do you put your... Ooh, well, let me not put that on there. I was like, I ain't fell out with nobody like that. Which is like, I feel like...
She didn't fall out, but it was like her old...
Oh, yeah, Redacted, original Redacted. Yeah. But we weren't even, like, friends for that long. Like, I met her my freshman year at ECU. We fell out, like, a year and a half later, and that was her own fucking fault. Like, the bitch got pregnant and went crazy on everybody, basically. Like, no disrespect to pregnant women. Like, have your baby. Huh? No. Okay, to rehash it for the 11th time on the podcast. No, it's fine. But basically, shout out to my bitch Beyonce. Me, Beyonce, and Redacted moved in together, and it was all peaches and cream. Bitch was having fun, yeah. And then some interesting traits started to show up in Redacted. Like, we had like a bug problem, and it was because of where we lived. It was not because somebody was nasty or like bitches was leaving food around. It was because the place we lived at. So I was like, guys, like, these bugs are, bitch, like, we need to do something about it. I'm on the first floor. It was like a first, second, third thing. So I'm on the first floor, and I'm like, bitch, y'all better do something to help me. Like, I can't be living with this shit. So I would be in there cleaning up the kitchen and shit like that, right? And then, like, I would tell her, like, hey, like, it's your turn. Because we had, like, that thing where you tag off, tag on with the dishes and shit like that. So, like, I was like, oh, it's your week, blah, blah, blah. She was like, nah, I'm only going to do my dishes. Whoa. That's not what we agreed on when we moved in. We had a roommate meeting and everything, bitch. That is not what we agreed on. So that was the first red flag in my head. I was like, okay. And then we had this, like, me and her had this, like, discussion or whatever where she was basically like, you're dirty, you're blah, 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 blah. And I was like, listen, I'm not going to go off on you because I'm a reformed bitch. But had this have been me in high school, I would have smacked the shit out of her across the table. But I say, let me not do that. I still have to live with this bitch. Yeah. So, I held my tongue a bit. I talked to Beyonce about it. She said, yeah, this bitch is tripping. I said, okay, great. So we move out. We move into another place over the summer. We come back, everything is like okay. This bitch starts to be like weird as fuck to Beyonce, and her and Beyonce been locked in. Like, you and Redacted. Like, they was locked in like that, like best friends. I met Beyonce through Redacted, so I was like, okay, bet. And she was like, yeah, like Beyonce was like, this bitch will ignore my texts, come in the house, and be on the phone loud as shit with other people. Oh, okay.
Why is like the common denominator, like, y'all harboring shit?
Exactly.
Like,
put your pussy on the table, okay? Be an adult, okay? If I have an issue, I say it.
Because it was the thing with the food. That's what broke everything down. That was the wall. That was the final straw.
She had this thing about, y'all get food without me. Let me tell you the situation that really set it off. Me and Beyonce, I keep my door open sometimes. This is when I lived in an apartment. Even like with Jenny and Hannah, I would keep my door open. Bitch, if you need to say something, like, pop in. Yeah, pop in. I have no problem with that. I have my door open, and Beyonce comes in. She's like, I think I'm going to order seafood. I was like, oh, for real? What you about to get? And then she started telling me what she about to get. Redacted is in the kitchen, mind you. And I'm like, okay, bet. And I'm like, add me like a crab leg cluster on top of that. Right, get the fuck out, right? But I was like, give me a little crab leg cluster. Like, I don't want a whole boil. Like, let me get a little thing. Yeah, just, I just want some crab leg, yeah. So I was like, yeah, just add that on top. I'll come with you to go get it. Redacted's in the kitchen. My door's wide the fuck open. You could come in and say, hey, y'all getting seafood? Let me go in with that. Like, we didn't close the door. It wasn't in hush tone. Like, so I'm thinking nothing of it. We go get the shit right. We go get the shit, come back. Then another time, I put this hand on Bible. This bitch was not home. Hand on Bible. I'm sorry. Literally, left hand. She was not home. We went to a pizza place. We come back. We eating our pizza. I put my shit in the fridge. This bitch comes home, goes in her room, The next day, she's talking about you guys got pizza without me, like blah blah. You were not home. What do you want us to do? Stop our entire plans and be like, oh wait, let's wait for her to get home first. Bitch, you don't. I just saw a bug.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? But yeah, and I'm like, okay, this bitch is childish as fuck. No, for real. No, for real. This bitch is childish as fuck. And at the end of the day, like he said, speak the fuck up. You got an issue, speak up. We ain't got time to be reading minds and shit. Like, let's be adults. Listen, sometimes shit is hard feelings. And we got to live through that. And we got to be able to get through it and not kill each other at the end of it. It's a discussion. If she would have done that, if she would have been like, hey guys, like, you know, when you get food, like, do you mind, like, including me? We would have, you know, we could have went the extra mile for you if you would have said so. But you harboring all these hard feelings and creating these false narratives in your fucking head, what the fuck we supposed to do about it? We can't read your mind. So, I thought somebody was screaming at first. Oh my god. But yeah, so like, moral of the story, speak up, bitch. Especially in this economy. Because, listen, rights will be gone tomorrow. So, yeah. Not psychic, no Raven Baxter.
And I'm not no begging ass bitch. If you can't make time for me and we've been hanging, right, let it be like that.
Exactly.
You know where we stand.
Exactly. So, you know, if you've fallen out with somebody recently, like, listen to this episode and be like, listen, bitch, you're not alone.
Yeah, just know it's okay.
Yeah. And it's... Exactly. Because if you always, you know what I'm saying, acted accordingly and you live with your heart on your sleeve like a real bitch, right, then you know it's not your fault. People do what they want to do at the end of the day, and you gotta live with it. Fuck it. And it's just like, everything is just so too much at times, like, and that's why, like, it's fine to just be kind of away from everybody and then come back when you feel like yourself again. Nothing wrong with that. But y'all be trying to, but y'all be trying to blame bitches for your problems. It's like, bitch, what do you do about your problems? Whine about it? You don't do nothing about it.
I get nervous talking around
What? You said nervous.
I'm with you. Have you ever tried to approach a woman in real life?
What do you mean? They're not that, but you wouldn't know until you speak to them. But it's just intimidation. Like, I would think, like, how it would be in school, it's easier for guys, but like for women, it's so intimidating. Like, sometimes I just want to say, hey, you look really nice, you look really good, but I don't even have that problem the other way, like, because they approach me. But with women, I'm trying to, that's like the norm to approach the women. But like, sometimes I be like, what if I look good today or something? Like, what if we just bump into each other? Like, but like, even if it is like, I'll approach you, like, I don't have that confidence or like the ability to be like, especially when they with their friends, I'd be so fucking nervous. The worst she can say is no is a fucking lie, because let's be honest. No, cause
don't do it.
no.
That's a grenade.
I will kill myself in front of you. Yeah. That's what I'm like. I don't know. Like, I try, but then I would like, I don't think I had that confidence yet. Like, I will have a conversation. I'm cool talking to my friends that are girls, like, but at the same time, when it's like something I'm interested in, possibly, potentially, it's like hard, like just talking to them, like, because I know there's another motive. Like, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always ask my women, like my friends that are women, like, whenever I get the chance, like, what's the best advice? But it's also different for every woman. But at the same time, there's gotta be like some universal language.
I feel like a woman, like, if you like, even if she ignored you, because that's some shitty ass shit. But one thing in the DM. Yeah, I feel like if you like, okay, are you in passing? Like, what's the scenario? Like you in passing? Like, y'all at the gas station, grocery store.
The scenario. Let's say, what's the best place to like talk to a woman? Let's
use, since I'm not that far from college. Like, this is how it would be in college. Like, I would be walking
on campus. Okay.
She would be either in the class or like in like the student center, like when
okay.
My friends or like something.
Yeah.
Like, I would just see them, and it would be either between just saying, "Oh, you look really good," or like trying to talk them to where it leads to. Like, I don't know. Like,
I feel like
being single for me is stressful because I'm a hybrid, so I'm like,
I feel like it depends. Sometimes it's like it's more attractive to be kind of like mysterious about it. Like you just gonna be like, hey, you look really good today. You look really good today, and then you just walk away. Yeah, and then you just walk away, and they're like, oh, hold on, bitch. And then I feel like you build like the chemistry a bit when you like see them again after you know that you already complimented them. You're like, hold on, like let me step to them. Maybe that's when women get the confidence because they're like, you already complimented me, so like you already kind of see me in a good light. I don't know. I need help with this shit too. I'm not a pickup artist, bitch. But my thing is, I just don't know who's gay and who's not, and I'm not trying to get hate crimed. So no, for like wear like a little bracelet, like so I can just see it in clean view. But I don't know, like even in the club. Club is like the worst place to pick up a woman, in my opinion, because it's loud, bitches drunk. You don't know who to choose, like.
That's the only time I'm being drunk because like that's when I'm like more confident.
In my opinion, the most ideal place, if it had to be a party setting to pick up a woman, would be a house party, because you have places to like be away from everybody, but you're still a part of the party. But if it's a club, like, but you want me to go outside? It's cold. Then we're not gonna get right. We're not gonna get back in. It's loud everywhere else, so like you can't talk.
I feel like if it's a class, like I would do it more so. Unless you really know this person, like if you watch, I don't want to sound like a stalker, but like if you like, say you had a class like and you sat a semester and you kind of see how that person is. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta get a feel for people to see how they'll respond. Like, but also if you don't know, like you're just taking a chance. I think like just a hey and a compliment, like a woman, and then leave it at that. And they'll be like, oh wow, like okay, right. They'll be appreciative, like, oh, well, most will. I can't say all because some women are weird. But yeah, I would be like, oh, thanks. And then next time, like, I just think, like, build a friendship, like, the same way.
That's how y'all did it?
Not to put her on the spot.
Right. Okay, so we actually hung out the first time for 420 last year. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, he is a friend of my friend's boyfriend and I'm her friend, so I came, she invited me, and I didn't know he was there, but they were there, and I had came in, little did I know, like, I guess he had thought I was cute, but I didn't know that. I'm just here like minding my business, la-di-dee, la-di-da, and I had dropped the blunt, and he was like, oh, you better call your nigga, and I was like, I don't have one.
Oh, he said
yeah. Yeah, and so ever since then it was like plotting. But my friend was like, don't mess with my homegirl, like no, like don't be playing with her, da, da, da. And then and as like during the trip we just kind of hit it off, like he was opening, like, because I rode with him because we drove down to Atlanta, so Trin, that's the girl, that's the friend. Trin had we had rode down with him to go to the mall, and so he was like opening my doors and shit. But I just thought it was because I was sitting behind him. Like I didn't think, like, I thought he was being nice. Like, you gotta pass my door, you know what I'm saying? I just thought he was being a gentleman. But then he kept doing it, and I'm like, okay. Right. And then he was always like sitting next to me at like when we went out, and I'm like. And then it would just be like little stuff here and there, and then he offered to pay for my brunch, and I was like, oh, he, yeah. He put the pussy on the table, like I said. So, I'm weak, but yeah. And then we just like literally just was hanging out after that. Like we just kept doing stuff, yeah. So yeah, I would say. I would say, yeah, get a feel, like slowly try to build it up, like start with a compliment, maybe not the next day, but next week, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think, like, as girls, sometimes in our nature, we just feel like, and not saying, it just feels like we're animal, like we're prey, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that that's how your approach is, but it makes it easier when it's just like a cool thing, like, and then you can build up to like hanging out, and yeah.
I'm telling you, it was only me. I don't even know how many old girl have it.
Yeah. High school relationships are so funny. Like when you think back on them, they be so funny.
But then we tried again, like
a
couple years, not a year ago. When she crossed.
Yeah.
She crossed.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
So yes, we got kind of got. I was like, did you do that just because you wanted to be closer to me? But now we brother and sister. Like,
and she just had to pick your shit. Like, okay.
No, for real, like you had a few other choices. Like,
yeah.
But no, I was like, I don't know.
So y'all just kind of like flamed out.
No, I don't know. We still, I don't know, but I wish her happy Founders Day. She didn't wish me one. But
Ooh.
I did it because of
right.
Nature. I wish all my sisters.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody had fun. But that was the last time we talked. We talked a little bit then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. We always say like it's never like
done. Yeah.
Like, we both clearly have a partner. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Not what do they call that? Where it's like you make a pact or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We're both single by third.
Right.
Yeah.
I would never do that. Hold on.
Be cautious and not cautious, but take it slow.
Yeah.
And just be like honest and upfront with your intentions when it's time. Like
heavy on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I've been in a situation for like 2 years.
Hell.
Like
hell.
I think I'm never trying to lead nobody on, and my first things are not just sex. Like I really just want to. I really like getting to know people, and I love talking to people.
Right.
Because I'm naturally introverted, so if somebody can bring that out of me, like bring a conversation out of me, or like a good moment, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
So, but it's hard because I'm awkward, so I don't want to come off as like weird or like you know what I'm saying.
I just think you just gotta take your chance. Put it that way.
You just gotta take that leap.
Well, I say 8 times out of 10. It's not to approach you. Like you have your few that will, but majority
we're not going.
Still status quo, you know.
Yeah. I feel like after 30, that's when everybody kind of gets desperate. They're like, oh my god, like.
No, do you?
I mean,
I wouldn't mind.
yeah, it's hard. And I feel like if your person's for you, then it don't matter if you awkward, it don't matter if you 2'11", like.
Okay, didn't need to sub me.
I said 2'11". You're not 2'11".
You're 2'11".
No, because while I was at work, okay, I work at Bojangles also. Ooh, do I need to cut that? I mean, I don't give a fuck about Bojangles. They not listen to this shit. Right. Whatever.
You know what? Sponsor her if y'all want to do that.
Please. No, as you should. A real bitch production. But yes. I should make that a segment. No, but there's a whole bunch of young ass bitches in there. And there's this one. Yeah, there's this one girl. She's 17. That blew my fucking mind. She got a whole sleeve. 17. Drive an Audi. I said, damn. Right. But they was in there talking. He was like, one of the dudes was like, yeah, like, it's not any big booty bitches that work here. I was like, okay, I'm clearly growing up because what type of conversation is this at work?
I've never had that mindset, even in high school. But that's all. Maybe that's what I was confused in high school. But other than that, no. But I always knew like. But that's also a thing. I've never talked about that with anybody. Like, me like finding out what I liked and stuff. I always thought it was weird to like. Well, I know it's weird, but like how men would objectify women like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like. But it would never be like that for men. Like, it would never be like that for men. Like that would be crazy to me. So that's why I never I never would go in with those intentions of like being like, oh your body's nice, or like it was usually just normal, like your face or your personality, like typical like natural attraction. So I don't know. I just never had that mentality of going in like or thinking like that. I'm not a YN, so it's like
it makes me sick that shit works too though.
To some people it does,
like,
and that's crazy.
In college especially, like
yeah. I think in college it's an ego thing. I'm telling you, college is glorified high school. I'm telling you, and especially in D9. Oh my goodness, that whole scene is just crazy. And I noticed that changes people. Like, but I don't know why, but like it does. Like the attention, what you do, like it's a. It is. It is behind the scenes, and mind you, we didn't even have a show like that. But we still got the same like wave of attention that you get when you crawl. It'd be like, if we would have had that show, my goodness, I'm so mad.
Hey, right.
I'm so mad. I'm still forever mad about that.
Yeah, they did y'all dirty as shit. Ooh.
But no, you did that, D.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was 18, but I mean, it was cool. I had my little moment. That was drama too. Like,
Bye.
it's always people too, so it's not just.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
Such a big age gap, so.
I saw a guy come into the line. He had like a little sweatshirt on of your thing, like the little symbol or whatever. And I was like, not Marquay. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, shout out to everybody that's in a fraternity sorority. Y'all are quite the strongest of the soldiers.
The bad ones,
yeah. I'm done.
That I talk to and probably on one hand that I'm cool with.
Ooh.
Everybody, they associates. They might.
Yeah, but
I know who my
arm's length. Yeah.
No. Mind you, my line is 4. I'm only real close to 3 of them.
Listen, hey, this is, like I said, this is a short stack, so we're done with last final words.
Come back to me.
Okay. What about you, Denisha?
Stay safe, be happy, be a bad bitch, or what do y'all call y'all? What's a bad bitch in nigga form? Sorry.
Real nigga? I don't know.
Or a real nigga? Yes, thank you.
I thought you meant what do we call our listeners? I was about to say we don't know. I was about to say that we haven't come up with one yet because to us, y'all just motherfuckers. Y'all just avoid. I've never met somebody that I didn't already know. Yeah, that listens to the show. So it's not real to me yet.
We're gonna call them the chores.
The chores. Okay, I kind of like that. We're workshopping it. We're workshopping. But yeah, my final word is, like she said, stay safe, bitch. And we're recording another episode literally 35 minutes after this. So we'll see you then, bitch. It's been real.